بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. We're going to talk about today the names of Allah Azza wa Jal. Has Allah Azza wa Jal got 99 names or more? Allah Azza wa Jal has infinite names. Why Allah Azza wa Jal has infinite names? Because He has infinite creation, infinite ability. He might have created things in the outer space we will never see. But it has a name, it has creature, it has character, it does things. So Allah Azza wa Jal can do things which we will never know what He can do. He will tell us what He did, and we call Him with the names He told us. He is the Qadir, the one who is able. He is the Zahir, the obvious. He is the Batin, the hidden. He is the first, He is the last. So Allah told us some of His characters. One of the things you will never come in Islam, you cannot, and it's impossible to describe Dhatillah, the essence of Allah. The Jewish community came and asked the Prophet ﷺ, describe us your Lord, your God. Is He made of grass or copper or gold or silver or what? And Allah Azza wa Jal sent Surah Al-Ikhlas to describe Himself. So Allah Azza wa Jal said, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, one of His kind. Means there's nothing similar to Him. I can say, this door made of wood. Do you know what wood is? This is wood. This is wood. So you compare this to this to this. So you get to understand. But you can't compare Allah Azza wa Jal to anything. And He's not made of anything to say that He's made of grass or brass or whatever. Allah Azza wa Jal is one of His kind, unique, Ahad. Allah Samad. Allah is the one who everybody needs. He's the one who stands by Himself on His own. Doesn't need a help from anyone. He doesn't have a hand to catch with. He doesn't have a leg to walk on. He has a hand to reach things, to do things, but not a hand that an organ. What happened to God? Oh, broke His arm. We can't say that. He broke His leg. Can't say that. Or God has lost some blood. You can't say that. He's not built of things, combined of things. He's not a combination of things. You are a combination of a lot of things. You could miss one of them and you're dead. So you need your bones, and you need the bone marrow inside the bone to generate blood. You need kidneys to get rid of all the waste. You need bowel to pass all the roughage, the fibers and things which you don't digest. You need this. So you need all your components. Allah Azza wa Jalla has no components to say He is relying on a component. He's not relying on lungs and hearts, and Allah is Ahad. Whatever comes to your mind about thinking about what Allah is, brush it off. You don't think about it. So the names of Allah is what describe Allah Azza wa Jal. But you don't describe Allah Azza wa Jal as a body. The only hadith Qudsi we came across, Allah Azza wa Jal said, يَسُبُّ ابْنُ آدَمَ الدَّهْرِ وَأَنَا الدَّهْرِ بِيَدِيَ اللَّيْلُ وَالنَّهَارِ. أُقَلِّبُ, He said, man swear at dahr, time. And Allah said, I am time. But the time which changed things. So Allah Azza wa Jal keep changing, creating, removing, adding, taking away, whatever. Allah is a dahr, changing things all the time. كُلَّ يَوْمٍ هُوَ فِي شَيْءٍ. Every day He's doing something different. But He is like time, of no start, no end. If you become time, you become stretched from no start and no end. You will know the past all the time. You will know the future all the time. You know the present all the time. So Allah Azza wa Jal said in Surah Al-Nahl, أَتَى أَمْرُ اللَّهِ. The next verse He said, فَلَا تَسْتَعْجِلُوهُ. Don't hurry it up. For Allah, the day of judgment is already there. For us, hasn't arrived yet. Don't hurry it. It's like time, tomorrow is there. Whether you live till tomorrow or not, we don't know. Next month is there. Next year is there. Next century is there. But you don't know whether you will be alive next century or not. But you cannot say, oh, there will be no tomorrow. You can't say that. There is. You can't say there's no yesterday. You can't remove it. No January 2001. It is there. You can't remove it. You can't change it. To prove it to us that tomorrow is there, Allah Azza wa Jal took Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam on a journey called Isra and Mi'raj. In Mi'raj, what did he see? He saw people, He saw heaven and people there, and he heard even Bilal walking in heaven, and he saw the palace of Umar ibn Khattab, and there's already, heaven is already there, and people enjoying it, and he saw hell, and people already punished in it. And he described the people who he saw, people who were committing adultery, people who were dealing with interest. Allah Azza wa Jalla took him on a journey to show him heaven and hell. So when he came back to earth, he was so keen nobody go to hell, because he saw how severe the punishment is, how painful it is, and how intolerable it is. For Allah Azza wa Jal, the future is already there and He knows it. The past already there and He knows it. The future is there. The present is there. For Allah, the past, present, and future exist at the same time. For us yet to see the future, and we can never go back to the past and see, because it's gone. So that's the only one which will come across in the hadith, and the hadith Qudsi describing Allah in a way that your brain could sense it. He is the first without a start, the last without an end, like dahr, like a dahr. There's no start, there's no end. There's always last year, the year before, and year before, century before, the millennium before, the 10 millenniums before, millions and billions and trillions of years. But Allah Azza wa Jal gave us description about what He does, what He's able to do, what He can do, and what He will do for us. And there's 20 names nobody can do but Allah, and there's the rest 80 names you can. Like Allah is merciful, you can be merciful. Allah is kind, you can be kind. Allah is generous, you can be generous. Allah is Kareem, you can't be Aziz. Why you can't be Aziz? Because Aziz means one of his kind. Everybody needs him and nobody can reach him. To us, there's so many people like us, even better than us, and you can reach them, and you might not need them. The sun, everybody needs the sun. No one can reach the sun, but there's a lot of sun like it. The universe is full of stars similar to our sun. In fact, our sun is little dwarf compared to the big suns there in the universe. We'll just go through some of the names. So Allah Azza wa Jal means, one of the meaning is Ma'luh. Ma'luh is the one who is worshipped, the one who you trust and you ask for. But who is the one you find no one knows more than Him? Allah. So we want to ask anyone and make sure that He is telling you the truth, the ultimate truth is Allah. So He is the only one who is Ma'luh. Allah is the only one who is Ma'luh, Ma'bud, and He is considered the most knowledgeable, the most wise, the most kind, the most just, the best judge. So Allah is, by definition, the name means He is the one who everybody goes to Him. So He said, say to the Jew, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Allah is Ahad, unique, one of His kind, nothing similar to Him, no gap in Him, He's one entity, and As-Samad, everyone needs Him, but He stands by Himself. He doesn't need anyone. He doesn't need organs. You can't say, oh, Allah have heart attack. Allah has a heart, He needs a heart to pump blood. You can't say Allah has blood. You can't say Allah has bones. Oh, He broke His leg. You can't say that. Allah is unique, Ahad, and Samad. He stands by Himself with no need to any help from anything, even organs. You might not need other people to help you, but you need your heart, you need your chest, you need your lungs, you need your legs, you need your blood. So Allah Azza wa Jal is Samad, one of his names. Samad, he stands by himself. Lam yalid wa lam yulad, he's not originated from anyone. You came, all of you, from your mom and dad. You came from what your mom ate, and the cucumber and lettuce and sugar and meat and things. And you came, you were a child and you were nothing, and then you start learning and things. Allah Azza wa Jal is there as He was all the time. There's no change in Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah didn't need to create to prove that He's a creator. He's a creator, whether He created or not. Allah is have all the knowledge, have all the ability. So when you go through the names, if you go through some of the names, Allah is the first one, and it's His personal name, and you call Him قل ادعوا الله أو ادعوا الرحمن أيما تدعوا فله الأسماء الحسنى. He has the beautiful names. The next one to Him, straight away He said He is Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahman means the merciful, and Ar-Rahim means the merciful. But what's the difference between Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim? They both in Arabic carry the same meaning. But Ar-Rahman, the Rahmah, the mercy, is very wide, include the believers and unbelievers. So He allows the believers to benefit from what He created, and the unbelievers. Ar-Rahim, only for the believers in the hereafter. So next life, Allah will not be Rahman to those unbelievers. He will punish them without mercy. In this life, Allah Azza wa Jalla will allow them to use what He created, and He will not punish them immediately for what they have done. Delay them. And if He doesn't punish them in this life, then don't worry about Him. He will punish them next life. Ar-Rahim, only for the believers in the hereafter. But in English, they translated the beneficent, the merciful, they have compassionate, whatever. But it's difficult for them difficult to translate without giving the real meaning. Ar-Rahman, the merciful in this life. Ar-Rahim, the merciful in the hereafter. Then you go after Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik. Straight away Allah will tell you that He owns everything. He is the owner of all these things which you come across. He is Malik and He is Malik. Malik, the owner, and Malik, the king, the one in charge. And all of us created, given chance to use what Allah created. When you lose control of what Allah gave you? When do you lose control? Do you lose control in this life, Aisha? When do you lose control? If your brother took something from you, you have a brother? If he took something from you, you couldn't take it back, what do you need to do? Be patient, yeah? And wait. He's asleep. You lose control, and then you take back what he took from you. We all lose control when we die. Allah will inherit all what He created, nothing missing, not an atom. Everything will go back to earth. Your body, from A to Z, everything will be. The only thing left from the body is the last part of the last bone of your back, the sacrum bone. That will remain, and from it, Allah will bring you back the same DNA in your body. So Allah said, قَدْ عَلِمْنَا مَا تَنْقُصُ الْأَرْضُ مِنْهُمْ. We know what the earth will miss from them. It will miss that piece of bone, will remain. Allah will keep it, will not disintegrate, and will not be rotten, nothing. So Allah will collect everything He gave you back. You can't take with you anything at all. So you take nothing with you at all when you die. All go back to Allah Azza wa Jal, because He is the Malik, He's the owner, and He is the Malik. He's in charge and control of it. And you own nothing, Allah owns everything. I really like you to go through all the names of Allah Azza wa Jal in a good book. You could buy from the bookshops. The next name, Al-Quddus, which they read there, Al-Quddus. the pure, al-Muqaddas. He is a pure. نزل به الروح الأمين, روح القدس. Jibreel called also روح القدس. Quddus, why? Because Jibreel is pure. When Allah Azza wa Jal told him the Quran, He brought the Quran to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam exactly as Allah told him. Why? Because he is pure. There is nothing missing from it, nothing added. Ruhul Qudus, Allah called him. So Al-Quddus, another name of Allah Azza wa Jal, the extreme purity, extreme cleanliness, extreme holiness. And As-Salam, the very next name, which is peace. As-Salam, He is the source of peace. He is the one who spread peace. One of the meaning of Islam, As-Salam. And Allah wants us to spread salam to people. Whenever you meet people, say Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. I'm here in peace. I'm not here to fight anyone or shout at anyone or insult anyone, because you are part of, you represent Allah Azza wa Jal and His description as He is peace. And you are peace, so people are immunified, protected from your harm. So you're not going to harm anyone. You're going to be peaceful to everyone. Allah is As-Salam, and He will talk, will give us salam in Jannah. Allahumma anta as-salam wa minka as-salam. فَحَيِّنَا رَبَّنَا بِالسَّلَامِ. One of the dua of the Prophet ﷺ. Greet us with salam. So Allah Azza wa Jal will greet us with salam. So As-Salam, unfortunately, not represented by all the Muslims, because many Muslims are source of harm and fight and wars and cheat, and so you feel really terrified when you see some around. Even sometimes they could dress in Islamic way. They could have big beard. And Allah said, وَلَا تَقُولُوا لِمَنْ أَلْقَى إِلَيْكُمْ السَّلَامَ لَيْسَ مُؤْمِنًا. If somebody says Salaam alaikum, you have to accept that he is really a peaceful person. He wants peace. He's not after any harm or anything. And تَحِيَّتُهُمْ يَوْمَ يَلْقَوْنَهُ salam. So when you meet Allah Azza wa Jal in Jannah, He will give you salam. He will say Assalamu alaikum. And Allah Azza wa Jal said, He will say Assalamu alaikum bima sabartum fa ni'ma uqbad dar. Peace be upon you, for you patient, for being perseverant, for accepting patiently without any loss of temper. Or the next name you come across, Al-Mu'min. Mu'min, you believe in yourself. He believes in himself, and Mu'min comes from Amin. Allah Azza wa Jal is not to be feared. Why to fear Allah Azza wa Jal? Allah Azza wa Jal has created you, you benefit from Him. The hadith, Allah Azza wa Jal said, خَلَقْتُ الْخَلْقَ لِيَرْبَحُوا عَلَيْهِ لَا لِيَرْبَحَ عَلَيْهِمْ. I created the creation so they will win. They will gain from believing in Allah. So what you will gain from believing in Allah? You gain all the food and drink and enjoy what He created. You look into His mountains, His seas, His vegetations, His animals He created, and you benefit from His help when you are sick, when you are frightened. Allah will comfort you, will give you peace, and you bring you a comfort, a love. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ سَيَجْعَلُ لَهُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ وُدًّا. Those who believe and do good deeds, Allah will make them loved. They are admired. They are cherished by people. I don't know about you, but I know when I left Syria the first time, went to Saudi, subhanAllah, Allah has made us around us a lot of friends in no time. When I came to Britain, we knew not a single person. Now we know thousands of people. So Allah will bring people who will really like you and cherish you and love you. So Allah Azza wa Jal is Mu'min and Mu'ammin. He will secure your life, secure your safety, security, and Allah Azza wa Jal said, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَلَمْ يَلْبِسُوا إِيمَانَهُم بِظُلْمٍ أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الْأَمْنُ. Those who believe and never associate a partner with Allah Azza wa Jal, they will be secured. So Allah is Mu'min, one of His names, And the beauty of the names of Allah Azza wa Jal give you security and happiness in your mind. Allah is a giver. Allah al-Razzaq. So you don't worry about not having income, not having food, not having drink.